Dante ended up reaching out to one of the original owners on Facebook, asking him, can he take over the Maju bar? Can he buy it from him? They said no. Dante replied, I got a large following or whatever, and I know some YouTubers. We can help blow the Maju bar up and bring a lot of traction there. What's going on, guys? This is One and Only Travel Time with Paul. Make sure you like and subscribe, share this video. The topic of this video is what really happened to the Maju bar in Pattaya, Thailand. Who was really the owner of that bar and who was not the owner of that bar. But before I get into the topic of the video, I would like to give a mini monologue. Now, I have $1 million question for you passport bros or the guys that's traveling right now that say they're going to these countries looking for greener pasture. Now, y'all say y'all trying to avoid these women with the Americanized mindset, or y'all trying to avoid Westernized women in general. But how come every time you guys meet a woman in one of these foreign countries, whether we talking to DR, Colombia, or Thailand, or the Philippines, it's always the type of women y'all were trying to get away from in America. They just speak broken English, but they got tattoos everywhere, they twerking. Hell, there's a guy go by the name of Average Man Unplugged, a YouTuber, that blew up one of his YouTube channels on reacting to the so-called low-class degenerate women in America. He got famous on reacting to their videos, but yeah, guess what he does, y'all? He goes to Pattaya, Thailand, and meet one of the lowest class Thai women you can ever run across. Now, I'm gonna incorporate that video into this video before I get into the topic of the video. Now, this is a guy talking about, get your passport, guys. You don't want to talk to these American women. Look how they treat you guys. But he went over there and got a Thai freelancer, let's call it what it is. Tattoos everywhere. She tatted up like a Los Angeles expressway back in the 90s with a tattoo in the middle of her forehead like she Soulja Slim's stepdaughter. And she talking to him any kind of way. Now, you once had a guy tell me, Thai women don't treat African American men like that. You lying. I've been living out here for 9 years. I've never seen anything like that. Well, guys, I got proof, and I'm gonna put it on this video. But before I carry on with the monologue, let me show you guys a little taste of proof I got about this unplugged, what's his name? Average Man Unplugged fella. And then we gonna carry on with the video.
As dark as me, I love that. I gotta keep telling her how much I love her skin complexion.
Where you want to go now?
I'm about to hop in this water. I don't know about you. Well, if you want to, we can.
Up to you.
Okay. Alright, well. Come out of here. Somebody came out of the men's bathroom. It might want to. I guess it might still be somebody in that woman's restroom because you can't lock it from the outside.
I don't care about that shit. Let's go to swim. Where you want to go now?
Right here.
Here?
Yeah. So that way when they come out, you can just go. Yeah, that's fine.
Now, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about that short clip right there. See, that's what I be talking about. It's not, people think I be hating on these other travelers. No, I don't. I'm just giving future travelers the game, because without the right instruction, you're gonna be under self-destruction. And that fella right there, whether he know it or not, he was under self-destruction. Now, me personally, I wouldn't have never uploaded that video to YouTube. That's not a good look. Luckily, he didn't put it on his popular channel, because that's ammunition for people to use against him. That woman talking to him any kind of way. What's the difference between her and the women he be doing reaction to that's from America? That's what I want to know. But we're gonna talk more about him in a second. Now, you guys claim you trying to avoid women with the Westernized mindset. Y'all say it's not the software that matters, it's the hardware. Where it seems like to me, y'all attracting the same type of women in these other countries to me. And then it shouldn't even matter about the Westernized mindset, because that's what y'all still dealing with when you go to Colombia, the DR, the Philippines, and Thailand. Oh, and Brazil too. So what's the point of getting your passport, spending all this money just to fly overseas to mess with a ghetto Asian dog like the one you just saw in that video? And another thing, I would like to tell you guys, stop overpaying for rent, food, any type of service when you go to these countries. That includes Airbnb too, because when you do that, you set a bad precedent for future travelers that want to go to these places because they was already known to be cheap in the first place. So you may have a guy go to, like, let's say Medellin, Colombia, get a haircut for $3 US. The barber tell him it's $3, and he think like, oh man, it ain't nothing, I got it. Hell, I was paying $30 back in America. I'm gonna give him 40. You know what that barber gonna think? Damn, if he was foolish enough to give me 40, I wonder how many more Americans or people from the UK or any Western country dumb enough to give me $40. That's what I'm gonna start charging here on out. Now, the whole point of you going to these other countries is for a better quality of life, cheaper lifestyle. You ain't going over there to jack the cost of living up in these places. That's the case, you could have stayed your happy ass in America for all that. Now, and I also want to say, if you're going to Thailand, some of the main apps to download is the Line app. The Line app is good for that's like the Facebook of Thailand. You can communicate with the locals there, like the local Thai women. If they got a hard time speaking English, you could talk to them in English on that app, and that app can translate in Thai on their side or whatever. So that's a good app to download if you're going to Thailand. Download the Line app, and you also want to download a currency exchange app. And always download the currency exchange app when you go to any country. That way you'll know how much money you're supposed to be spending for any type of service or product in these places, and you know you're not overpaying or whatnot. And for my fellas that love to go to Colombia, to Medellin and all these other cities in Colombia, stop paying in US dollars. You getting ripped off big time. That's why y'all want to blame it on inflation worldwide or inflation in the USA. That's bullshit. The cost of living is going up over there because of dumb idiots that ain't used to having shit, that ain't used to being around beautiful women, and they want to go to these places and overpay for these high-priced hookers because they look like they still fresh up out of a magazine somewhere. So stop doing that shit. Pay what the locals pay, or just don't go at all. Quit messing it up for future travelers. And then y'all want to say, well, today price ain't yesterday price. Well, that's probably part of the reason why we got shit like OnlyFans and all these other websites where you can overpay for women over here without even meeting them in person, without even having an intimate relationship with them. Y'all just overpaying for no reason because you can. It's dumb. You think the rich people out here really overpaying for service? Hell no. That's a poor man way of thinking. So, but I digress. Now, we gonna get into the topic of the video. Oh, and another thing I wanna say. For all the guys that plan on living in Thailand full time, they're talking about changing the rules when it comes to the YouTubers that's living in Thailand full time. If you're a YouTuber that's just traveling, like let's say you're going over there for like a couple of weeks, or you just on vacation, you don't have anything to worry about. But if you're one of them guys that's living in Thailand full time and you make a living off YouTube, you probably gonna need a work visa from here on out, and then you probably gonna have to pay taxes because they finna consider YouTube as a job in Thailand if you living over there full time. So a lot of guys thinking they're gonna try to put their YouTube and they wife or they Thai girlfriend name and use that type of loophole to try to buck the system, but that ain't gonna work either, partner. So that's something they talking about implementing. So be on the lookout for that, guys, for the guys that talking about being full-time travel bloggers in Thailand and that's living in Thailand full-time. One thing about Thailand, they change the rules whenever they feel like it. They change the rules depending on which direction the wind is blowing. 1 minute, Airbnb is illegal. The next minute is legal. So y'all just gotta like go to these different sites and read the rules, the laws, and the regulation in these different places before you like decide to like go to these places and be a vlogger or try to get a job or start a business in one of these countries. No, make sure you learn the game or whatnot. But I digress. Now we gonna get into the topic of the video. Topic of this video is what really happened to the Maju bar and Pattaya, Thailand. Now, the Maju bar, the original owners bought the Maju bar back in, I want to say 2018 or 2019 or whatever. It was two guys that originally owned it. It was Mark and Justice. That's where the name Maju came from. It was short for Mark and it was short for Justice. Maju. So the young lady y'all see that used to work there or whatever, she was like one of the so-called owners before it got shut down or whatever. She go by the name of Rose. She used to work there. She was really never an owner. She had like a small partnership in it or whatever, but she was never a full-time owner or whatever. She was what you call, I would like to say, they had her kind of like managing the bar. She was almost like a mama son, the woman that go out and find the women that work at the bar or whatever. It's the bartender, working girl, whatever you want to call it. But it turns out one of the owners saying she wasn't doing a great job or whatever. She was doing a lousy job. So they ended up letting her go right before the pandemic hit. They let her go away from the bar. Fast forward, the pandemic hit or whatever. They had to end up shutting the bar down or whatever. They stayed over there for a little while. They had they was giving away free food or whatnot during the pandemic. You know, they was supporting the locals in that area, along the Sorbucal area. And they end up going back to the United States or whatnot. So when they got back to the United States, Dante, which was everybody know was the face of the Maju bar the last few months or whatever. He never knew these guys personally or whatever. He never met them in person, but he reached out to them on Facebook. But before I get to that, one of the guys was having relations with Rose or whatever. I'm not gonna say no name or whatever, but they was having relationships with her. Now, this go back to what I said at the beginning of the video. Now, see, guys say they say I'm being negative or whatever. But before I get back to the topic, I want to give y'all a little small story on Rose. Now, Rose got a crazy history. Rose used to be a freelance on Soy 6 back in 2010 or whatever. So, this guy, Dante, he married to this woman. But guys keep saying, oh, a woman broke his heart. That's why he coming out making these videos. That didn't happen. But this guy done set up here and he married a freelancer. Now, y'all remember that old saying, you can't turn a whore into a housewife? Well, that seemed like that's what he did. Now I'm finna tell y'all something. That guy, Yoga, he's such a two-faced snake. Y'all finna learn something new about him today. A lot of the information that I got when he was living at the Maju bar, he was renting a room from Rose and Dante, which the bar never belongs to them. We gonna get back to that. He said Rose used to get up all hours of the night with just a bra on and some boy shorts, cussing Dante out, calling him all kind of names and shit. They just going in and waking everybody up in the Maju bar. Now this is supposed to be Dante homeboy, Yoga, he telling all this man business, right? He told me this before we fell out or whatever. And he called Dante a clown, a simp, and a sucker for even giving her the time of the day. And he also said one of the guys had relationships with Rose, and when one of the guys came up to the Maju bar to confront Dante about looking at the books, they told, when Yoga had a conversation with one of the owners, they told Yoga, she cutthroat, she'll double cross you in a minute. Dante Days is number. She'll be double crossing him pretty soon or whatever. She's a leech, she's a money vampire or whatnot. But I got a lot of this, I got some of this information as far as like all the toxic shit going on at the Maju bar in the middle of the night from Yoga. But this guy's supposed to be one of the spokesperson for the so-called passport bros. Now, I'ma tell you passport bros, I ain't throwing none of y'all under the bus. Some of y'all are cool. I'm cool with a lot of y'all. But I'm gonna call some of you clowns out though. You got these so-called passport lames like Yoga, BMT, and all the ones that's the face of the traveling content in Thailand. They selling y'all a dream and they trying to make this shit look like it's all peaches and cream when it's not. If it was all peaches and cream, why ain't none of them fuck boys married to none of them Thai women? Huh? You got one of them that did marry one and she turned out to be a full-time hooker from Soy 6 with more miles on her than she got more miles on her than the 1807 Rolls Royce. But this man done wiped her up, literally. Now, let's get back to the topic of the video. Now, before we get to the real owners, somehow Dante found Shorty. He ended up settling it down with her and he got married to her. And I guess they came up with a scheme to get the Maju bar up under the original owners, get it from out of their hands or whatnot. They was gonna try to take it over or whatever. Make a long story short, Dante ended up reaching out to one of the original owners on Facebook, asking him, can he take over the Maju bar? Can he buy it from him? They said no. Dante replied, I got a large following or whatever, and I know some YouTubers. We can help blow the Maju bar up and bring a lot of traction there. The owner said no. So the original owners had a woman going to the bar cleaning up for them or whatever. She still had the key to the Maju bar. Somehow Rose was able to meet up with the lady, manipulate her, got the key from her, and told the original owners she'll be checking up on the Maju bar from time to time herself or whatnot. But what the original owners didn't know, her and Dante opened the bar back up without their knowledge and started running it once everything opened back up in Thailand or whatever, once everything went back to normal. Now what they did, they was giving away free alcohol, free food, free everything. Now remind you guys, Dante's name was never on the contract, his name was never on the paperwork. Rose's name was no longer on the paperwork or whatever. So basically they was running this joint illegally. They was running this joint without, like I said, the original owner's knowledge or whatever. So how the original owners ended up finding out that the bar was back open and it started doing pretty well, because you had these YouTubers like Lackaversity, Bacon Mayonnaise Tomatoes, and etc. They was going to the bar, hosting birthday parties, selling merchandise. They were selling shirts and merchandise with the Maju bar name on it. And the original owners didn't get a dime. They didn't see a red cent. They didn't even know none of this was going on. So they having yacht parties under the Maju bar name, all this good stuff with recycled hookers. So one of the owners, I guess he caught wind of it, either in one of the Facebook groups or on YouTube. He was like, wait a minute, these guys, they over there parlaying, having a great time at our bar, whatever, making all this money. We still paying to keep the lights on. We paying to keep it stocked up with liquor, food, and all this good stuff. And yet they using all the money we sending back to keep this bar running or whatever, to keep it afloat. They giving away free food, they giving away free alcohol and all that good stuff. And we ain't getting a damn thing. So eventually, both of the owners, I want to say back in the end of January or February, I was there that day, but I ended up leaving, going to like one of the little spots in Sorpo Cal or whatever, but I got back later and I heard about it or whatever. But it was on a Friday night or whatever. The two owners, they came in, they confronted Dante. They came in there like they was ready to fight him. So quite naturally, everybody that's cool with Dante, because I met Dante a few times. He is a cool fella based on, he's never gave me any issue. But I gotta tell it like it is though. It was some shady shit he did though. He know he was wrong. See, y'all talk about black men don't stick together. Black people need to come together and all that dumbass shit. But y'all excusing what Dante did to some other brothers. So they came in the bar, whatever, and one of the guys was like, we want to see that book. We want to see what this bar generated. Dante had to stand off with one of them like he was ready to haul off and hit one. He was like, don't you come behind this bar. I ain't letting you behind this bar. Stay your ass back. And then one of them blasted his ass in front of everybody because it was a crowded night. Sucker, this ain't even your shit. Your name ain't even on the book or whatever. This our shit. And everybody stood back like, the hell? But they was ready to run to Dante rescue. So everybody stopped looking confused or whatever. So they kind of came to a temporary agreement. But I guess the agreement didn't work out or whatever. I guess they came to an agreement that Dante Rose and the original owners was gonna be like partner. They was gonna do like partnership with the bar. But that didn't work out. When the guys left and went back to America, and by the time Rolling Loud hit or whatever, they came back to an empty bar. And this was around, I want to say it was around during the week that Rolling Loud was in Thailand. But yeah, they came back to an empty bar. Everything was gone. The liquor, the beds in the room, hell, even the ceiling fan from what I hear, the pool table, everything that they had bought with their money was gone. And y'all know where it's at now, guys? At the Tiger Bar. Fuck it, I'ma say it. It's at the Tiger Bar. So I'ma say this. For all these fake ass brothers over there talking about I'm starting beef and I'm a backstabber. Why didn't none of y'all come out and tell the truth what really went on with this Maju bar? How this snake ass dude and his woman was running the bar, illegally running this bar without these guys' permission, giving out free food, having yacht parties, selling merchandise, making all this money, but ain't sending none back to the original owners. Why ain't nobody talking about that? Y'all want to talk about what I'm doing is wrong, but let's talk about that though. So they come back to an empty bar. They like, damn. So they end up running across Rose and Dante at the 808 or whatnot. Rose looking all scared and shit. Dante eyes got as big as 250 cent pieces. And the guys, they didn't come to fight him. They didn't come to confront him or anything. They just spoke to him like real men or whatever. And Rose cried, told the two owners, I'm proud of you guys. I wish you guys success and I wish you guys good luck with your journey. Now, I want you guys to go support the Maju bar once it open back up, or if it's already open back up, because the original owners will be running it once again. And I ain't telling you guys not to support the Tiger Bar, but if y'all for all this brotherhood shit, then go support them brothers because they deserve it. That's their hard-earned money and they got taken advantage of. Now guys, and another thing, I don't be making these videos to fearmonger you guys. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm just giving you guys instruction, because without the right instruction, you're gonna be under self-destruction. So I'm gonna finish out the Maju bar topic. Then I got something else I want to talk about too. I want to touch back on the Average Man Unplugged guy, aka Cabbage Man Unplugged. So guys keep saying that I'm grimy, I can't be trusted. But I mean, how do you explain another brother shooting another brother in the back behind a Thai woman along with a Thai woman named Rose, a well-known hooker from Soy 6 or whatever, been working on Soy 6 since 2010 with all them goddamn miles on her. She got more miles than my goddamn international. But guys say that I'm hating though. So, and let me ask y'all something else too. How grimy can you really be? It's one thing y'all was already running the Maju bar this whole time without them guys not knowing, without their knowledge. Then you steal everything from them. I mean, they stole thousands of dollars of equipment, furniture, everything from these guys, man. They left it empty. So last time I spoke to one of the owners, I want to say a few weeks before 4th of July, I spoke with one of the owners, and he gave me the whole rundown. So I know the truth. But then you have guys come out and say, well, they went running the Maju bar right. They was letting it run into the ground, and it's their goddamn business. It's they name is on it. What the heck? They don't give Rose and Dante a right to come take their shit and give away their liquor and their food for free. They don't give them the right to do that, because every time I used to go there, Dante stayed ringing that bell. And for you guys that never been to Thailand, if you go into any bar that's in these red light districts, they got this bell. It's like a big giant cowbell. If you ring it, you're obligated to buy everybody in there a drink. The staff members, everybody. Well, Dante used to ring this bell, giving everybody a drink. And I used to always wonder, like, damn, isn't he losing money doing this? Well, come to find out, he was never losing any money. He didn't lose a dime because it was never his. It wasn't his liquor to be given out for free. Because when he rang the bell, that means nobody in there has to pay for the liquor or the alcohol or whatever they selling at the time. It's on the house, in other words, when they ring that bell. So when the original owner told me this, I said, damn. And see, birds of a feather flock together. A bunch of shaded motherfuckers don't always run together. So that says a lot about their whole crew. And that's why I didn't mess with any of them guys. Cause I stood back and I observed everybody. I saw how two-faced they were, how they were talking about each other behind one another back. How every time one of them step outside to smoke a cigarette, the next one's coming, oh, damn, Rose, you got some nice lips on you. She flirting with them, they flirting with her. Hell, I remember one time when we was at this one of the brothers opened up a food truck called Brooklyn Bites, and all the YouTubers and everybody met there. And I remember looking at Rose, right? Cause she had this look on her face. And man, if looks can sexual harass somebody, man, if Austin Hardeman was a virgin, he would have lost his virginity then, like just on how she was looking at him alone. And she was like looking at him, her mouth was all watery. I'm like, damn, she looking at the young brother like a Krispy Kreme donut. She looking at him like Bruce looking at a plate of magnificent hot wings. Then when she caught me looking at her, cause I was staring like, damn. But I thought the women over here were so loyal. Now at that time, I had no idea she used to be a hook on Soy 6. Now that one of the owners told me that, it all makes sense why she got wandering eyes the way she got them. So I say that to say this. Fellas, when you go to Thailand, stop going to Pattaya trying to hang out with all these other brothers because y'all see them on YouTube. Now, you can do what you want to do. You're a grown-ass man. But why the hell you pay $2,000 for a plane ticket just to fly all the way to Thailand to hang out with other brothers? Hell, you don't even do that shit in the United States. When you see one of you brothers at the truck stop, half of y'all looking dumb and antisocial, looking lost, and I see black men speak to one of y'all don't even halfway want to speak back to them. But all of a sudden, y'all want to go see these other countries and be on some brotherhood shit. That's why I don't mess with none of these cats, because I know y'all phony. Y'all fake it in a $16 bill. And every time I see one of y'all guys, I just go the other direction, because y'all bogus. But then, every time one of these bogus ass YouTubers drop a video with a bunch of overpriced tricking ass Negroes with a bunch of damn Thai women. Man, that last video them Thai women was on, that bacon mayonnaise tomatoes just did that last yacht party. All the Thai chicks on there look like they ain't want to be there, look like they was kidnapped. Look like they went to the nearest village during the nighttime and had on women at gunpoint and just forced them to come to that yacht party. I'm not even joking. They look like they ain't really want to be there. But the fact that they was finna get a goddamn dollar and they was getting paid to be there, of course they was gonna be there, but they all look like, man, why the hell I'm here? Then you had one at the edge of the yacht, at the edge of the boat, she called herself trying to twerk. I was eating some pancakes at the time at IHOP, and when she started twerking, I thought I was losing her mind. I thought I was losing my mind or something. I jumped for a minute, I said, damn. I looked down at my pancakes because I thought my plate of pancakes was moving. And I realized, oh shit, I've been standing at this fat booty here for so long. When she got to twerking, I thought my pancakes started twerking. Golly, I thought my pancakes gained a life of their own and was about to get on my plate and get a first class ticket to the yacht party and join that heifer that was twerking on that boat or whatever. But I digress. So, back to Cabbage Man Unplugged. Now, for all the fellas that's probably thinking, oh, that's a cool YouTuber. Paul, why you throwing him up under the bus? Well, he threw me up under the bus first. He did a live that didn't nobody watch. How you got 37,000 subscribers, but only 30 people come watch your live, and then when the video is up on your YouTube for a week, only 800 to 900 people watch it? Explain that to me, fellas. Are you out here buying subscribers? Is that what you doing, Jack? Now, I've never mentioned his name at all. I actually used to be subscribed to him before I went to Thailand, but I unsubscribed to this guy because he got a damn personality. This man got a personality that's deader than a turnip. Better yet, I got one even better. This man personality deader than a damn catfish floating across the Tennessee River. The minute they make it to the nearest bank, a wolf gonna find that joint and sniff it out and look up at Jesus and ask him, God, is you trying to kill me? I'm not eating this bloated thing, and run off in the woods some damn where and starve before he eat that dead catfish. That's how dead this guy personality is. This man got watching some of his videos is like watching candy apple paint on the 1972 colors dry. But I give him a little credit. At least on his main channel, the content is worth watching it for some people. Some people like his content. But then if you go watch his smaller channel where he doing, he called himself doing travel vlogging, that shit is boring as hell, man. That man, you know what I'm gonna say before another video in case he say my name again. And then we gonna unplug his ass for real. But I digress. So make sure you guys like and subscribe, share this video, leave your comment down below, let me know what you think. And until next time, I'm out of here. Oh, and I will be dropping a video tomorrow. But deuces.